Hey guys, so I got kicked out of the bedroom. Let me turn that off. It's not as good as I thought. I got kicked out of the bedroom. I got kicked out of my office space because my husband's in there watching a movie. Some silly movie about divorce. God, my hair is driving me crazy today. It is really hot here today in Costa Rica. I was just looking, it's almost 100 out there. It's actually hotter in here, so I just turned the AC on. Monday morning quarterbacking. So what happened this weekend? The things that I noted happened that I'm going to talk about go around our favorite, our least favorite YouTuber without a crystal ball, without a box of Kleenex. She tried to claim that she was a victim of Catholicism and gave a kind of a very piss poor kind of thing about she'd remember her confirmation name. When she started saying about the Father and the Son and Holy Ghost, I was waiting for her to vomit black bile and demons to run shrieking out because I was just thinking that was just crazy the way she was saying it. She has told me before that she cannot stand Christianity, so I was not surprised to see that she came up with her own victim story because she tends to do that. She tends to do whatever somebody tells her to do, whatever she thinks will make money too, and what other people are doing. She copies a lot of people on that stuff. I'm not saying there's not a lot of bad things about Catholicism. I was raised Catholic. I went through all of that myself, and there are plenty of things that are wrong about Catholicism that need to be fixed. Possibly the biggest one for me was I don't know if you ever saw the movie um, Spotlight. I was fortunate enough that the filmmakers let me see it early because of writing for NLQ. They wanted me to see it and write a review, and I did. It was a movie about the Catholic Church, how they abuse kids in Catholics, Catholic school and the church there. It was all about the sexual abuse and how the Boston police covered it up. The Boston police and the Boston city management was in cahoots with the Catholic Church to cover up these priests that were molesting kids. They just were not going to do that, not going to go anywhere with that. And the Boston Globe reporters brought that to light. Now, I'm sure that she thinks that that's what she is. She's a person that exposes all this corruption and stuff, but not quite. The thing that I really wanted to talk about, a couple things besides that, was this week in one of the tabloids, actually late Friday, they started speculating on one of the 15-year-old Duggars. The 15-year-old Duggar daughter dating an older man who's like 20. Someone's running around claiming that they debunked that first, that they were the ones to break the news. Oh, girl. The first one that brought it up was the Hollywood Gossip, and they brought it up way before you did. So there's that. So, what did you guys think about the um, Palestinian Israeli thing? Do you think that the ceasefire is going to do any good, or do you think it's a useless thing? I think it's pretty useless for the most part. I think they're going to do what they want to do, and that's kind of how it's going to have to go, I guess. So that's really all I got today. I don't have a lot. Just Katie's behaviors, Katie Joy, KJ's behaviors. Um, like I said, Catholicism is a lot against it. I went to Catholic school for some of my time in school, and I can just tell you, if there's one thing that Catholicism does right, it's their private education. The way that the nuns and the priests will hang in there until you learn a concept is actually better than anything I've ever experienced in public school. So there's that. And the funny thing about all of this is the members of the new IFB and the IFB and the Southern Baptists, they're the ones throwing the rocks at the Catholics when they have their own scandals just as bad. Just look at the Jerry Falwell Jr. scandals. pool boys, servicing his wife, and God knows what all. Um, so I don't think there's a lot of room for the other side to throw rocks. I think we just need to concentrate on getting all religions out. Their SA predators out, because it doesn't do any good to talk about it. We just need to get them out. And getting them out involves exposing them. And the chat must be out, because nobody's saying a thing, and I just can't even handle that. What is going on here? Okay. Well, chat's not working, so I don't have anything else to say today. I don't have anybody giving me subjects and asking me questions. So I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to go finish my lunch. I was in the middle of, because I was stupidly my time usage was not good today. We've been running around here. Tomorrow I'm going to talk a little bit about church in Costa Rica, not just church in Costa Rica. I want to talk about the American expat community as a whole, because that's one of the questions that I get a lot of. It's like, well, if I come to Costa Rica, am I going to have friends? Is it going to be friends? Or am I going to be isolated and have nobody? Well, I can tell you, the friends here and the whole American community, it's a little weird. It really is. 4 o'clock this afternoon, they're having a funeral send-off for somebody I know here in town. And that's the sad thing. If you die here, it can be really bizarre. And this guy was a local realtor. I knew him just because he tried to, on our first trip to Tamarindo, he tried to twist my husband and I's arms into about $500,000 house, when we told him we were looking for a rental in this price range, between $500 and $1,000 a month, if he decides that we should buy a $500,000 house. So I'm not going to his memorial that everybody's holding today. So that's the other weird thing. A lot of the people that will befriend you here, they may have ulterior motives. I'm just going to say that. So you got to really be careful who you make friends with here. Yeah, I don't want to take all my content for tomorrow, but I'm just going to say I've got a weird friend group here. I've got a guy that I have called him Jersey, but that's not his real name, but that's what we're going to go with. He's the one that's been running up to us every time we see him and screaming out that we're going to all be dead within a year from getting the coronavirus vaccine, getting vaccinated. I have another friend that's very similar to that comes over to use our hot tub. She's had all hip replacement stuff, who goes into conservative conspiracy theories every time I talk to her. And I just have a real hard time dealing with that. I'm all about science. I'm about provable facts. I'm not about these crazy ones. Oh, I do remember there is something I wanted to talk about that has nothing to do with any of that. And I just lost it again. Lyrica brain. Let me think for a second. I was thinking about Jersey and thinking about my lady friend. Well, I don't know. Maybe it was about the Gringo shuffle that you get when you move here and everybody tries to sell you everything under the sun. Oh, I know what it is now. On Saturday, I was supposed to do an interview with a guy who is kind of spearheads the ex-Amish, the Amish that have left the Amish world. And he and I had talked about it. He friended me on Facebook. He got to know me through a mutual friend, somebody I know, who got kicked out of Stephen Anderson's cult, the Independent Fundamentalist Baptist. Well, this dude, he friended me, and that was a big mistake. So the interview did not happen, and I don't think it's going to happen. And yeah, this is the dumbest reason why I am not doing an interview with somebody. I had thought more of it after I saw his timeline. because his timeline was full of the most ridiculous conspiracy theories that were spoon-fed by Christian fundamentalists. He had posted something about how if you take one of the vaccines for COVID, that you're getting injected with that chip, and Bill Gates had control over you, and it's all this conspiracy theory crap that I don't buy at all. And so some of the things he was saying, I went ahead and I debunked them. I gave him links from the CDC, not just the CDC, but links also from the National Institute of Health, and all these different links from legitimate scientists, and it didn't go well. So I think it's pretty safe to say that the interview is off. I haven't heard from him. I think he has me blocked. And that's just too bad, because I was interested also in hearing about the ex-Amish. But as a whole, most of the ones that I see them come out of the Amish community either do one of two things. Either they join the fundamentalist evangelical Christian horde and start believing some of these conspiracy theories and some of these crazy things. So they leave a CULT or a CULT, one to the other. And the other oddball, the other ones tend to go just total atheists. I have a lot of atheist friends too. So anyway, they all go, a lot of them go atheists. The other ones just line up and join another CULT, which is not a good thing. You're not supposed to go from CLUT to CLUT. You're supposed to leave that mindset and try to do a little healing, not fall for something else entirely. So I guess I'm not getting interviewed. I guess that my take on science was just more than he could handle. I'm sorry about that, because it would have been interesting, I think. Okay, I'm going to go. Chat's not working. I'm sorry it's not working. I don't have a clue. I really don't have a clue, because I know that YouTube is all kinds of failure a lot of times, and I'm thinking that's what this is. Okay, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow. I want to talk about friendship when you move from expat country to expat country, and I want to talk a little bit also about Nicaragua if I get time. See you later.